What's going on, everybody? You're listening to another episode of the Post-Game Report. I am JVB. So I want to talk about cryptocurrency. We all know them. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Doge, which is the new hotness. Doge, for example, you can buy it for about 5 cents per coin. Bitcoin, you could buy one for I believe right now it's currently at $47,000 per coin. So just imagine that at one point, not too long ago, I'm talking about, maybe 4 or 5 years, Bitcoin was really affordable. And now it is out of reach for the normal working American individual. The middle class like myself. So Ethereum is about 1,500 as of right now. So that is like pretty close to what Bitcoin is. But Ethereum to me seems to be available in more places, specifically if you want to purchase something called NFT, which stands for Non-Fungible Tokens. Or fungible, not fungible, fungible. I totally butchered that one. But it's basically, you're buying a collector's item. But it's saved in the blockchain so that it is stored away in the internet. And that blockchain, that address that is dedicated to that specific piece of art belongs to you and you only unless you decide to resell it. And then you can resell it if the demand for it goes up. And so you make a profit. And you can choose Ethereum or different types of coins that you want to make, you want to sell it for, which cryptocurrency you want to sell it for. And then you make a profit, and the original artist also makes a profit. It could make 10%, 20%, depending on what they initially put down when they created this specific piece of art. I tested it myself. I went to Rarible.com and I created an NFT. I put a pretty decent picture of some flowers in black and white. It's really contrasty. It's really spooky looking. And I used that as my first test project. Eventually, I'm going to put a much better photo, something that has more resolution, a bigger file, so that if whoever decides to buy it, they can have the full high-resolution file at their disposal whenever they want to see it, maybe print it out. But the fact is, once I sell that NFT, I almost said NFC. Once I sell it, it belongs to them. But if the buyer decides, you know what, I bid it 1 Ethereum. That's $1,500. Let's say that at the time Ethereum is $1,500, and they bid 1 full Ethereum coin. And let's say that there were several people who wanted to buy my photo, and they decide, hey, how much you want to sell it for? Right? They don't ask me anymore. They ask the buyer. And the buyer decides, well, I'll put it on an auction for 1 hour and you guys bid it out. And let's say he puts 3 Ethereum coins. And let's say someone actually buys it, because there have been people who have sold digital art. And let's say they did like a 1 hour window where they sold 3 different pieces and have made $3 million. And that's no exaggeration. My wife showed me an article where a guy made like a Dogecoin digital drawing of like some pixelated dog with a Bitcoin behind it, and it was like the Doge dog. And that sold for $60,000. I believe it was 40 Ethereum coins or 45 Ethereum coins. So you do the math, right? $1,500 times 45 or whatever. So that was for one freaking digital art and one piece of digital art. And so let's say whoever bought that dude's Dogecoin painting decided to sell it for a profit. Maybe instead of, he bought it for 45 Ethereum, now he wants to sell it for 50 Ethereum or maybe 55. And let's say he does in the resale market. The original owner, the one who created that Dogecoin painting, is going to get whatever he put down, 10% or 20%. And no matter how many times that particular piece of art is sold, that owner, that original artist, or the creator, let's just say it that way, the creator of that digital art piece will always get a percentage of that sale. So not only is the artist getting paid properly, because let's say you were to buy a physical piece of painting. Let's say one of my photos, I made like a 50 by 50 print of a photo. And this photo is like so freaking cool looking that I put it in an auction and somebody buys it for $500. Once that individual takes it home, that buyer can sell it for $1,000 and I will never know. But this way with the blockchain, your digital signature is there and there is a commitment that you will always have 10% waiting for you for each sale of that piece of art. And there are some talented people out there. If you go to like Rarible.com, OpenSea, just look up NFT on the internet and you will see like some of the most creative pieces of digital art that I've ever seen. There's one with Kobe Bryant that is freaking beautiful. And that sold initially for $1,000 because there was only a limited amount that were sold. And then in the resale market, people have it up for tens of thousands of dollars for sale. So they are trying to make a profit off it. I even saw some for $1 million. Now, when you see a price like that, that means the seller really doesn't want to. That means the initial buyer doesn't really want to sell it in the resale market. So they're just throwing some wild price up there. But there are prices that are, wow. Somebody bought it for, let's say, $1,000. It's 5 times. People are selling it 5, 10 times more than what they paid for it initially. And that is crazy. And who knows the future? Those particular pieces of art are worth even more. It's ridiculous what some of these people are making. And some of them, rightly so, deserve to get paid that type of money because I'm telling you, that Kobe Bryant one is it's like a GIF. I sounded French there. So it's a photo of Kobe Bryant going to dunk a basketball. I almost said football. Brain injury alert. So he's in the air, about to dunk a basketball. I almost said it again. Damn it. And so you see, like, in the distance, a crowd, very blurry. It's a crowd. And then one half of Kobe Bryant. Now, remember, he's in midair. One half of Kobe Bryant is, full color, Kobe Bryant. And then the back half of Kobe Bryant is in all white with this stream of light, right, coming out of him as if that's the part of him that's in heaven. And it's animated. So you see the light moving. It's really freaky and it's beautiful and it's mesmerizing. And you can see why it costs so much money. And of course, it's Kobe Bryant, tragic story, a big hero to a lot of people. So I seen him do one with Wonder Woman and Miles Morales. So there are some talented people, and there are people making music videos. So if you buy this music video, you own it. That is your music video. And then you can sell it in the resale market. It's crazy. And so why am I talking about this? Well, I have a sneaky feeling that we are seeing a new future like rising, like we are seeing the birth of a new future. There are mobile games. I've seen one so far where you can actually farm and do all kind of crazy stuff in this little mobile game. It looks all cute, but people are making Ethereum coins out of it, and they are making money. Like I'm legitimately going to look into this and see what it is that I have to do and how much time, because right now I do have time. And if it's something that I can do, like from a mental standpoint, that's not going to drain me out, then maybe I'll get into it. Like I've been looking at so many different avenues to make some type of money, specifically centered around my talents, whether it's podcasting, creating videos, creating photos. I want to do something like that. And I think more than ever, we have that opportunity now because of these cryptocurrencies, these new venues that are appearing where it's easier to spend this crypto, whether you have Ethereum or Doge, or if you're lucky enough to have Bitcoin. There are more ways now to spend this money or this currency, like the Dallas Mavericks, I believe, are now accepting crypto coins. I believe Doge is the newest one. So if you want to buy a ticket with Doge coins, you can. There's a auto dealer. Is that also in Texas? But I know there's an auto dealer. I believe it's a Dodge dealership. Like a few weeks ago, they announced on the internet, hey, we're going to accept Doge coins as payments. So they are riding the new Dogecoin wave, which hasn't really increased the price of Doge. It's 5 cents right now. So if you want to buy a Dogecoin, but you never know. Bitcoin started out the same way with less fanfare. And now Bitcoin has been as high as $50,000 per coin. So my wife and I are kind of hoping that we, with those 3,000 Doge coins that we own, that 5 years down the line, we're looking at $10,000 per coin. And, we're freaking living it large or living large. Is it called living large, right? Yeah, I think that's the phrase. But as someone who always takes pride in trying to teach the listener, you right now listening, I try to teach you something that, I always say it's my duty to teach something that you might not have thought of, or you might not have been too sure of, and then all of a sudden I hit a topic that you are interested in. And I think that the topic of NFT and cryptocurrency, that is something you should take serious, because there is more opportunities to make money doing this. And if you are talented in creating like 3D models, painting, drawing comic book characters, whatever, there's an opportunity for you to make some real freaking money through NFT. And once again, that means non-fungible tokens. That sounds really dirty. But believe me, there are people making some serious money doing this. And the thing about it is there's a budding community centered around this. And if you get into it early, which I'm doing, then you never know. Like with podcasting, I got into podcasting when it was barely you actually had to describe what a podcast meant. That's how far I've been involved with podcasting. And believe me, there will be an opportunity for podcasters to make money make money via digital currency or cryptocurrency. It's going to happen. Same thing with photographers. It's not too big right now with photography, but that is why I put my NFT up there. That is why I put a photograph. I've seen a few people selling NFT photographs. Honestly, I feel like my shit is better. So if I feel that way, why don't I put my money where my mouth is, pay the fees that I got to pay in order to put it up on Rarible.com and OpenSea, and then see if anyone else agrees with me. And you never know. Somebody could buy one of my photos for $1 Ethereum, and then I got myself an easy $1,500 right there. And then if they decide to sell it on the open market or the resale market, I got 10% of that sale as well. That's beautiful. That is what is lacking right now for artists, for true content creators. You know, there are so many special individuals out there who create art, who create music, movies. I mean, create machinery, right? That don't get recognized because everything is a pattern. Everything has to fall under some type of template. And I think I've spoken about this template before, where YouTubers all seem to say the same thing. It's the algorithm. Everyone has to fall into. You look at Instagram, you look at Facebook, you look at YouTube, Twitter. You see that the people that make the most noise, the people that get all the followers, they all kind of have the same type of template. It's either say something stupid to generate hate, because whether or not your popularity is based on people who hate you or love you, it doesn't matter. You are now an influencer and someone who can actually bring traffic to a product. And so if I have a product and I see somebody who's getting millions of reactions on Twitter and has like 500,000 followers, and they could have 500,000 followers, but they could have 3 million people who hate them. But you know what? It doesn't matter, because they are driving interest to their account. And if they happen to promote my product, you know what? All those eyes are going to somehow see my product. So that is where the influencer comes in. It doesn't mean they are talented. It doesn't mean they are intelligent. Sometimes it means they are willing to sacrifice integrity just to fit in the algorithm for that 5 minutes of fame. And for some, 5 minutes of fame is all they ever wanted, because some of them fade away after that. You look at the idiot who put Gorilla Glue in her hair. You think that was an accident? Nope. And I'm trying not to curse. So people will do really ridiculous things in order to fit the algorithm. And with cryptocurrency, with NFT, I strongly believe that will be gone within that market, because people want to see genuine art. They want to see beautiful art. They appreciate, like there was one guy who made music videos. I believe he's actually like one of the founders of Bitcoins or something. He made a music video, and sold it digitally via NFT. He created an NFT coin token, not coin, token, and sold it in the market. So that's going to be a new thing. I heard Soulja Boy is going to create an NFT comic book. And you know what? It'll probably sell like for $500,000. Something crazy like that, you know? So I'm at that stage where I would feel more comfortable selling my work as an NFT through cryptocurrency, where I feel that, this is the new underground society that is fighting that algorithm, that is fighting that norm that we see that totally kills creativity. Like, there's no way I'm going to kill my my creativity just to fit in with an algorithm that's going to give me more clicks, give me more money. Nah, freak that. That is not how I was raised. I was raised with the notion that your creativity is unique to you. It represents who you are, how you feel at that particular moment. It should be the stamp that you put every time somebody sees a piece of art or hears or watch a piece of art that you created. They are watching a piece of you, of who you are. Not the same old that we see, YouTube, you see the same type of thumbnails where the person is pointing at an item with his big, stupid smile, or, they have the beautiful white desk with the neon lights behind them, and they're all like, "What's up, YouTube?" The same spiel. Same thing with podcasts, where everybody's recycling the same guest. How many times we got to hear David Jaffe in podcasts? Nothing against David Jaffe, but it's just people recycling the same guest, talking about the same topics. PGR is a video game podcast, but I'm trying to educate you guys on something new that, will eventually, or could eventually, help you financially, help you creatively, and help you think of things a little differently. So that's what the post-game report has always been about. That's why we are where we are. Some people might feel like we are washed up. Or I say we, even though the guys haven't been on PGR for quite some time, but they are still PGR. We are still family. Those are my guys. But we are where we are because at the end of the day, it's all about being yourself. And if you have to sell yourself and be uncomfortable doing it, we're not going to do it. That's not us. So, yeah, check it out. Check out NFT. Look it up on Google. Go to some of the websites, rareable.com, like the word rare, like a rare finding if you play freaking Destiny 2, rare items. So, rareable.com, open sea, like open water, the sea.com, I believe, or .net, whatever. Check out the artwork. Check out what's for sale. There's a lot of junk, but man, holy crap. I mean, even go to YouTube and look up NFT, Nancy Frank Tony. Check it out, and you'll see for yourself. It's a little complicated to get it going, to create a digital token. But once you do it, just like everything else, it becomes, you get more comfortable doing it. So once again, I did one based on a photograph, and just so I can experience the process. And now I understand it a little more. So the next one that I do, the process will get easier, and so on and so on. So try out, have download Coinbase, buy a few Ethereum. You can buy $10 worth or whatever. And then, go to MetaMask. That's a Google Chrome extension. That's like a wallet. Or you can link your wallet to Rarible. And then, it's several processes that need to go hand in hand and work together in order to get this going. But like everything else, when it first starts, you got to jump through some hoops to get it working. But eventually it'll get easier. But by then, you are an expert because you tried it out. Same thing with podcasting. I'm seeing the whole thing again. Same thing with podcasting. People were like, why would you do a podcast if you could just listen to radio? Well, here we are, right? Even radio personalities have their own freaking podcasts. Look at Joe Rogan. Dude's a millionaire because of podcasting. He's more successful podcasting than he was as a comedian. No disrespect, but the facts are there. So there you have it. So let me know in the comment section what you think of NFT, if it's something that you're willing to get into. If you have checked it out, let me know what you found that caught your eye. And let me know what kind of cryptocurrency you have so that you can give me some anyway. You know what I mean? So, I'm JVB. I'll talk to you guys later. Take care.